Let's go look at this new place that opened up to see if there actually is like visions or something. It's this way, right? Or... well, I guess it is here, yeah. Yeah, it shows you the visions. Get a little bit of lore.
A new world approached, one that was dark and cold. It would consume us, for we were flesh, and flesh is frail. Though suits and shields might offer comfort, such adornments would not suffice, not to save us all. So we sought to change what we were. In this manner, we might thrive in a world made poisonous. It was Aita who volunteered to see if it might be done. Aita.
Gee.
My husband.
Looks a bit like
my love.
Desmond.
In the end, it changed him. Ruined him. He was made a prisoner of the machines. The body might survive, but his mind became brittle to the touch. He begged me for release. For days. For weeks. For months. I pleaded with him to give us time to find another way. But there wasn't one. Not for him. Not for us.
The weird changing of sounds. So she killed him. But what about the father? Like from the... was talking about the father in the... I think I can just go here, right? Or... maybe not. I wonder if this actually have like a... I need to go to these places anyway after I get the... power source, but... still, let's just check it out now.
What is consciousness but a series of electrical impulses? And the body a vessel to hold these sparks. But it is weak. In time, it decays and crumbles into dust. We asked ourselves then, what if it might be replaced with something stronger, something better? So we forged a new vessel, one that might endure. It proved easy enough to enter.
But impossible to exit.
But to leave required something more. Something wrong. And so this too they abandoned. I wondered, though, were they right to turn away?
Yes. The texture's just melting. Hold on. I was there. Not exactly sure. I guess I'm supposed to head here. this is the final place. Okay, that was that. Yeah, he won't still talk to me. That's the place, but I think that the final key is... I guess he'll place it over there then, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's 4 of them, judging from the mission list. Or maybe there's only 3. If I like these 3 zeros, 3. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Nothing else. Let's just go to the back into
that. I found a third power
What?
source.
Already?
It popped up in an earlier search, but I've only just managed to confirm it.
Where?
There's a museum in Cairo with one on display.
I guess Connor will have to wait.
No, you stay. We need to find that key, and time is running out. I'll make the trip.
What about Cross?
Everything's going to be fine. I'll be back soon.
Ready when you are, Desmond.
Huh.
Winter approaches. The air is still and sharp with grim expectation. The others sense it too and go about their work with uncommon urgency. I would like to help them, but more pressing matters now demand my attention. The Templars have targeted George Washington directly, and will not rest until he is dead. I had hoped to shield him from this knowledge, but Thomas Hickey ended any hope I had of staying silent. And so I have resolved to share everything I know, of the Templars and their plots, of who I really am. Achilles finds fault in this, and we argue every day, but there is simply too much now at stake to maintain restraint.
Don't do this, Connor!
Then what would you propose we do? Sit and watch while the Templars take control? We are sworn to stop them, or have you forgotten?
Assassins are meant to be quiet, precise. We do not go announcing conspiracies from the rooftops to all who pass by.
Who are you to lecture anyone? You locked yourself away in this crumbling heap and gave up on the Brotherhood entirely. Since the day I arrived, you've done nothing but discourage me. And on the rare occasions you've chosen to help, you've done so little, you may as well have done nothing at all.
How dare you!
Then tell me, on whose watch did the Brotherhood falter? Whose inaction allowed the Templar Order to grow so large that it now controls an entire nation?
If I sought to dissuade you, it was because you knew nothing. If I was reluctant to contribute, it was because you were naive. 1,000 times you would have died and taken God knows how many with you. Let me tell you something, Connor. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy endings.
No. Not when men like you are left in charge.
I just don't understand why the fuck would Connor really care about those. Like, it kind of feels like...
In your haste to save the world, boy, take care you don't destroy it.
I'd understand he'd care about killing those guys and finding Haytham, but... Other than that, I feel like... Naval axe? What the fuck? Where am I going now? I wanted to actually... explore. Double barrel pistol. I haven't even changed my pistols. Feels like you don't really need to. I kinda... Can I actually go into New York? Yeah, I can. Oh, this is the area I couldn't go to before. Now I can go there. But I want to see the Homestead missions. These are like... What new? Thomas Paine. Paine was political pamphleteer, originally from England. His book Common Sense was an argument for American independence and became one of the most popular books in American history, mainly because Americans thought it was a book about common sense and on some level knew they needed it. Sure. At the time, most of the literature about independence was written by lawyers and politicians in the kind of self-important florid language that can only be understood by college graduates or written by me. However, Common Sense lived up to its title. It was written in straightforward language, so basically anyone could understand its arguments, even people who couldn't read. The book was so popular there were numerous public readings of the text, making it an early audiobook in many ways. While the book wasn't that what convinced Congress of the value of independence they already knew, it did cause a groundswell of popular support, and that was important because Congress needed the public on their side, and they needed to convince soldiers to fight for them. Common Sense did both. I don't have any record of Connor actually meeting Paine, but I thought you'd like to know about him as his works played such a crucial role in the revolution. Yes, I put this at the end so you'd read the whole thing before finding that out. I can be a bastard that way. What else is there? The Declaration of Independence. Liberty. Congress unanimously declares the United Colonies free and independent states. Yesterday, the representatives of all 13 colonies resolved and declared the independence of their citizens and formally dissolved all ties with Britain. This Declaration of Independence, as it is so entitled, was drafted by a committee of authors, principally Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and Benjamin Franklin. Oh, I think it's Thomas, like just shortened. Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and Benjamin Franklin. And expresses in language more eloquent than we are able to describe the events and reasoning that have led to this final disruption. The Second Constitutional Congress began work on this document months ago. Some few among the representatives had every aspiration that the colonies would reconcile with the king and reasonable rights secured. With each additional regiment dispatched to these shores, that hope diminished until all voted in unanimity to sever ourselves from our mother country. John Adams declares that this day should be solemnized with pomp and parade, with shows, games, sports, guns, spells, bonfires, and illuminations, from one end of this continent to the other, from this time forward forevermore. How many fucking things are there? Valley Forge. Huh? Okay. City Hall. Didn't I read this? Yeah. Declaration of the Independence, passed July 4th, 1776. You may or may not have heard of this one. You have never heard of it. This is the document in which the 13 colonies formally declared their independence from Britain. Congress voted to accept the declaration July 4th, 1776. Celebrated today as Independence Day in the United States. Contrary to popular belief, the document wasn't actually signed on July 4th. The first signatures weren't added until the declaration was formally transcribed, sometime around the beginning of August. Others were added as the delegates arrived in Philadelphia. By some accounts, the final signature wasn't added until sometime in 1777. The declaration, with its statement that all men are created equal and that they had the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, became an inspiration for other revolutions that came after it, most notably the French Revolution against the very government that supported the Americans in their bid for independence. Oops. Interesting. Independence Hall. This was built between 1730s and 1750s to be the Pennsylvania State House. The architecture is Georgian, which was popular at the time, and essentially means the building was made to look similar to English manor houses of its day. Georgian, of course, being a reference to King George. Some of the most important documents in the American Revolution came out of this building. The Declaration of Independence was first debated and signed here. The United Constitution was drafted here. And if that weren't enough, the Liberty Bell rang in the bell tower to summon people to meetings before it cracked beyond repair, of course, and also before it was really known as the Liberty Bell, but we won't let that get in the way of a good story. The building became known as Independence Hall in the 1820s, a result of the Marquis de Lafayette making a return trip to the United States. Lafayette's visit was meant to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the revolution and to remind a new generation what had happened and where. It worked, creating a sense of national history and an obsession with tagging things with the words liberty, independence, freedom, and Washington. Alexander Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton was one of George Washington's trusted advisors during the American Revolution and the first Secretary of the Treasury of the United States. Hamilton was born in 1757 in the West Indies and was orphaned at the age of 11. However, his cleverness showed early and his employers pooled their money to send him to university. Either that or they just wanted him out of the building. Hamilton moved to New York in 1773 and began attending King's College, later Columbia University. By 1774, he was writing pro-rebel articles, not really in the spirit of attending somewhere named after the king. And by 1775, he joined the volunteer militia. Again, probably not exactly what his sponsors had in mind when they sent him there. Hamilton fought during the occupation of New York in 1776. He was a natural leader and George Washington appointed him an aide-de-camp, a job he held for 5 years. However, Hamilton was eager to get back into the battle and in 1781 he commanded troops during the decisive victory at Yorktown. Hamilton became a member of Congress for New York in 1788. He developed a particular fixation on the funding of the federal government, which at the time was, well, broke, as it wasn't allowed to demand any taxes from the member states. While that may sound wonderful when you're looking at your federal tax bill, it meant the government couldn't do things like pay their army. Soldiers like getting paid. In 1787, Hamilton was named the first Secretary of the Treasury, where he fought for a strong federal government, in heated opposition with Thomas Jefferson, who promoted states' rights. Hamilton was responsible for creating much of the foundation of the US fiscal policy, the details of which are probably important, but so indescribably boring I can barely be bothered even to finish this sentence. But I did, because I care. And Thomas Hickey updated. Well, he died. History tells us that Thomas Hickey was hanged for sedition in front of 20,000 troops as an example. That's an interesting interpretation of events, but since New York didn't have stadium seating at the time, I doubt many of the soldiers had a great view of the execution. The important message for them was, don't be a traitor, you'll get hanged, not the niceties of who was on the gibbet. I want to visit the Did I read? What the fuck? There's like new stuff here. Like that Thomas Jefferson, but I can't find it. Or whatever. Yes. Like 10,000 fucking pop-ups. Are they serious about this? Yeah, there's a new one, so let's do this. Unfortunate part is that the snow is kinda annoying to travel through now.
Connor,
What?
you have a minute, my friend?
Can I... No. The proper tools.
Is it coming, Big Dave?
Oh, it's
Did you
the...
make any progress on the knife? I would like to give it to Miriam soon.
Oh, it's a
The
follow-up
steel
for
Nora
this.
smelted is something else. I've rarely seen such fine metal. The trouble is my old tools aren't hard enough to work at. The ones I need aren't hard to find. A shop or two in New York sell them at a good price. I'd do it myself, but with the regulars after my head, I'll stay here safe and sound if I can.
I have matters to attend to in New York. I will see to it the next
No, I
time I
don't.
journey there.
Sounds good.
No, I fucking don't. Find both pieces of Dave's new hammer in New York. Those are the fucking... New York. Why is it in New York, actually? Considering that, Well, let's go to New York instantly. East District controlled by Templar. Old Royal Exchange. This was the first covered market in New York. It started as a one-story building in 1675, but it was replaced with the building you see here in 1752. The lowest floor is for the market, and the second floor contains rooms that could be used for concerts, public meetings and balls. Balls as in dances, not just a big room full of balls. It's no accident that this building bears a resemblance to Faneuil Hall in Boston. It was common architecture for markets at the time. Private houses didn't have the space for large numbers of people, so these buildings combine open space for a market with closed-in space for the upper class to have fancy parties. Of course, public rooms could be used by the rabble as well. The Sons of Liberty brought crowds here, notably to choose delegates for the Second Continental Congress. Technically, that was the New York Assembly's job, but they refused to send anyone. After the Revolutionary War ended, this building was the first home of the Supreme Court. Its first session began on February 2nd, 1790. It didn't stay here for long, however, and moved to Philadelphia in 1791. Yes, you can climb up there. What the fuck is that icon on the left? Oh, there's a lot of Homestead shit here. Huh? I wanted to synchronize and it just jumped down. I guess I'll do the Homestead shit now. Where's the chest? Is it like down here? Or... what the hell? Ah! Oh, it's hidden behind here. Fine clothing. Wolf pendant, what the fuck do you do with that? Bread. Fine shoes. Can I actually... is there something new here that I could get? I don't think these restock unless you're actually... you've actually used them. Hey, wait a minute. Can I make the twin holsters? No. I can't do that either. I mean, I can make these. I don't know if it really matters, but whatever.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so what do you want? Or what are you selling? I think these are the same as in Boston. So why would you need to actually come here to buy them? That I do not know. Maps are done, yeah. Return the hammer pieces
On
to...
a warpath for that deserter.
What?
What's his name? Big Man or some such thing? Big Dave. Did in a whole unit escaping, they say. Dave's in for a rough ride, seems to me.
Well, too bad for Dave. Skin irritation remedy. Like, it honestly feels like they really did want to make these things, but like honestly, they're just pointless. Who the fuck wants to like do the convoy shit? Beat up a leader to obtain some information. Hey! Oh shit. Yes. God damn it. What the fuck was that? Ninja attack. Actually, you know what? I can try my smoke bomb jutsu. Hey, come here. All of you. What the fuck? Why doesn't he execute them? Like, this is ass. What the fuck? He doesn't execute them even though they're like in a smoke. You die too. You can't even do this because for whatever reason your character doesn't like execute them when there's smoke. Do you need to use this or something? What the fuck? Where's my weapon? I want my club back. Yeah, for whatever reason you can't... Yeah, you can't use that one either. Like, how the fuck... it's... like, you can't... Now it actually allows me to... Okay, let's test this out. Where are enemies?
You must be him. I've been waiting too long. I know who the traitors are, and they're bringing lists of the Patriot leaders around here to the Redcoats right now. Find a way to swap this fake list with the real ones, and the rebellion can fight on.
Plant a false document on a snitch. Talk to Jacob Zenger. I don't know who that is. New York's assassination contracts. Thing I wanted to do is actually test out the whole Okay, was that it? Did I do it? What was it even? It was here, right? Yeah. Have your recruits assist you in combat 10 times and liberate 3 forts. Okay. Clipper Wilkinson was injured. They kinda suck. And Duncan Little also injured. You guys suck. You guys really suck. What crappy assassins. Even I do better solo. What the fuck? Okay, so I need to liberate one more fort, and I was going to do that because was it B? Was it me? Was it me? It's not me! I'm not doing it. Who jumped into the river? This guy looks rich. just quickly running away. Instantly. Hey, wait a minute. You guys can't snipe me. What the f... What the f... What the... Climb up. Thank you. the fuck was that? Okay, so what else was there? I wanted to check that out to get unlocked the letter missions. What the fuck are you doing? Like, they're just drinking here. East New York letters. You have my everlasting gratitude. Thank you, thank you. I mean, you're welcome. You're welcome. What is this?
You must be him. I've been waiting too long. I know who the traitors are, and they're bringing lists of the Patriot leaders around here to the Redcoats right now. Find a way to swap this fake list with the real one. And the rebellion can fight on.
For the amateur sailor or fishing enthusiast, Waters Light Watercraft have the skiff for you. Come see us, Pier 3 behind these.
Was it me? Hey, wait a minute. Was it me? I don't know who killed that guy. I wanted to do the Homestead shit. I don't honestly care about anything else at the moment. I just want to go and do the Homestead missions. Okay, so where is this fucking letter going to go? Reduce distance to target. To what target? Prevent an execution.
The sentence to be carried out forthwith before the...
Thank you. Thank you ever so much. It's a just thing you've done.
I guess I prevented the execution. Donk. What the fuck is going on in here? That was pretty brutal, man. So I don't really want to like run around doing this at the moment. So I think I should just run to the Homestead missions and deal with those. Because I have a feeling that I'm supposed to actually come to this place. Or rather, the story will continue here. So let's just quickly run to these. Something tells me I actually need to go down into the underground network. And that's the only way to actually get the underground entrances. Because this just doesn't make sense that I don't have I can't find any of the places. And it doesn't even identify them or anything. But the thing is, in that underground area there was nowhere to go. Except the one route in the tutorial quest. Oh shit. Well, I think the beat up event... Oh, he doesn't die. I see.
When will your boss be here next?
A few days. Let me go. I beg you.
Kill everyone else, beat up that guy. Hey, hold on. Here, have a letter. Out the way. Out of the way. I have urgent business with the people to Bright. Maria. I think that's a new homesteader. But first I'll get this. I'll get this one. Why won't you listen? Don't worry, I'll be here to help. What's going on?
Please, help, Mr.
Cutting ties. I
Where's
don't
your mother?
help random people.
Follow me.
Well, okay, I do. Follow the girl. Oh, what a rude girl.
Let me.
Beat up the abuser.
I guess you want a beating.
I'm begging you to help me. Why won't you listen?
Okay, that was kind of a super tough beating.
Leave.
Get the fuck out.
That wasn't necessary. I can handle myself. When he returns, he'll try and give me twice the thrashing.
Why would you stay with such a man?
This is my house and business. It's my tailoring that paid for this place. I'll take his drunken buffoonery over leaving behind what I built.
If I told you there was another place where you could live and work, free of him, would you consider it?
The catch?
No catch. Our village is growing and in need of all forms
You
of
know
trade.
the sound levels are
Just business
kind of
and
fucked up.
life.
I'll come and see if what you say is true.
I'll come too. New recipe discovered. Lindsay Woolsey. Candles. Elle and Tailor can now craft level 1 clothing. Hey. What is up with the fucking sound levels? Like, honestly. Like, what the fuck? Get the peg-leg trinket. How much do I need? 2, right? Or is it 2 after this? No, 3. Well, there's one over there. I'm gonna get the final one from the frontier.
Furniture, shutters, anything.
Animus database, Great Fire of New York. September 21st, 1776. The Great Fire destroyed as much as a quarter of the buildings in New York and caused a housing crisis that lasted as long as the British occupation of the city. New York at the time was largely deserted. First loyalists had moved out as the Continental Army moved in. And then the Continental Army left and many of the Patriots went with it. Many buildings were empty and the conditions were dry. So when the flames started, they spread quickly, ripping through the poorer sections of the city and seeming to spread to several places at once. This is probably part of what caused rumors that the Continental Army was responsible. Such a big fire couldn't have been an accident. Except it seems it was. There's no proof that the rebels were involved at all. Washington had considered setting fire to the city as he retreated, but Congress had voted against it. Washington was fairly clear in his writings about the event. Providence, or some good honest fellow, has done more for us than we were supposed to do for ourselves. That is, wasn't us, but I'm not sorry what it happened. I'm not sorry it happened. In any case, I'll get these from here. And then I can get the final one from the frontier, and that will give me unlock me a side quest there. Yeah. Like, the thing is, this is fairly interesting to me because there's constantly something to find and do. So you're basically not just running around in an open-ended area. St. Paul's Chapel. This chapel opened in 1766 as an extension of Trinity Church, which is slightly farther down Broadway. Unlike Trinity Church, St. Paul's was saved from the Great Fire by local bucket brigades. The original building still stands today, making it one of the oldest churches in Manhattan. During the Revolution, St. Paul's was known for loyalist leanings. It's Episcopalian, which is a subset of Anglican, which you'll remember is the Church of England. You can probably guess whose side they were on. Church services specifically prayed for the king and royal family, which you can imagine wasn't too popular with the revolutionaries who were occupying the town in 1776. After the war ended, there was a turnaround in the church's politics. The rector and some of the more loyalist congregants left New York and it became more patriot-friendly. George Washington attended a service here on his inauguration day and kept attending while he lived in New York, which probably went a long way toward repairing the church's reputation among the patriot population. It's pretty obvious that you... What the hell is that icon actually? It's a sword icon or something. It's kinda obvious that the next place, you'll be still doing stuff in New York. So there's no point in unlocking everything here. Or exploring everything here yet. But I'll just do this while I'm running to the Homestead missions. Just unlocking them. After that I'll need to check out the Homestead. Wait a minute, that is actually the main mission. Benedict Arnold mission. Wait, there's a... No, that's a frontier actually. No, yeah. Wait, what the fuck? That isn't a I thought that was a Homestead mission actually. Oh. Well, never mind then. Carry 6 civilian to inoculation clinic. Huh? What the fuck? To carry the guy to a fucking clinic. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. What the fuck? Fuck off! Can I fucking beat you up, you fucking pieces of shit? Fucking piece of shit, kids. I'll slap them around. I'm one for the corporal punishment. Is that guy pissing into that other one's mouth? Or what the fuck was going on there? That looked pretty nasty. Man. Jesus Christ. Why the fuck am I carrying this idiot? I'll just throw him in the water. Nice pose. Here. Fucking sleep there. Now let me do my actual job. Oh, the contact is actually down there. Is it like an Dr. Assassinator? Fort Washington. Oh, well, there's only one more fort that I'm missing. I mean, it might be in the wilderness area. But honestly, what the fuck? Like, it said that, yeah, it says that I need to go to the frontier, to this area. So, Why is it saying... Oh, because that's where you need... That's where you get out of here. Ah, I see. I see. Okay then. What the hell? Recipe acquired iron dagger. Oh. This was unnecessary. Unnecessary brutal. What is this? Burn the...
Move along. I've claimed these blankets for myself.
Burn the infected blankets. Here. Here's your fucking blankets. No, fuck off.
Back.
Why you gotta go off and do that? Blankets ain't cheap.
This blanket has the pox in it. You need to see a doctor as soon as possible.
Ah, hell.
Damn. I don't know what that Benedict Arnold mission is. Oh, that's another one. Yeah. Hey, hold on. There's a fort here too. I guess I should teleport there and see if it unlocks. Because I'm pretty sure that's the final then. Okay, so I can get the final one in the wilderness or frontier. Fort division, yeah. I found all of the forts. Liberate 3 forts. Well, I'm going to do that. Complete your hunting map. Discover 5 underground network entrances. I have no idea. Explore the canopy by traveling 100 meters through the trees. What canopy? I have no idea. Perform air assassinations. Well, I can do that. I'm not sure if it actually works on enemies. Kill an enemy from a hiding place. Smallpox is spreading in New York. The cause may not be 100% natural. Prevent an execution. Plant a false document on a snitch. Speed up a leader to obtain some information. Martial law has been imposed. Wait, didn't I... Yeah. That is done. It's saying that I didn't get Fort Monmouth for whatever reason. So I need one of those. I don't know how to get those. Fast travel stations found 2 out of 10. Like, I feel like you need to actually do those in the... Let's go here first. I feel like you have to do those actually in the... from the underneath area. Like you need to actually travel. So my main mission is over there. But since I've almost done everything here, I should probably do everything here. Liberate that fort. and get these feathers. And that should be it. I guess I'll do that.